Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the Tuttio electric dirt bike. I've looked through the internet, checked reviews, online ratings, and early user feedback, and I'm going to break down whether this electric dirt bike is actually worth buying or not. Check out the link below for the best price. So what makes this one stand out? You are getting a 3,000 watt peak mid-drive motor, 200 Newton meters of torque, and an aircraft-grade aluminum frame that comes in at only 105 pounds. For teens and adults who want serious off-road performance with a bike that is actually manageable to ride and handle, this combination is worth paying attention to. Let's start with the motor. The mid-drive setup puts out 3,000 watts at peak power and delivers 200 Newton meters of torque directly through the drivetrain. In practice, that means the bike pulls hard through technical sections and climbs slopes up to 35 degrees without losing momentum. That climb capability is said to be around 50% better than standard models in this category, and on steep loose terrain, that extra torque makes a real difference between getting up the hill and getting stuck halfway. Top speed sits at 37 miles per hour, and you get 3 speed modes to control how you access that power. The lower modes limit speed and throttle response, which makes the bike genuinely approachable for beginners or younger riders still building confidence. You work your way up to the higher modes as your skills develop. That kind of built-in progression is smart design for a bike aimed at both teens and adults. The battery is a 48-volt 21 amp-hour lithium pack, and Tuttio claims 35 to 43 miles of range per charge depending on load, speed, terrain, and temperature. That is a realistic range estimate for a day of trail riding, and the removable design is a practical advantage. You can pull the battery out and charge it indoors without needing to bring the whole bike inside. A full charge takes 6 to 7 hours, which works well as an overnight charge between riding sessions. Now let's talk about the frame, because this is one of the most interesting things about this bike. The 6061 aircraft-grade aluminum construction brings the total weight down to 105 pounds, which is about 30% lighter than comparable carbon steel framed bikes. That weight reduction makes a real difference in how the bike handles. Lighter means easier to maneuver on tight trails, easier to pick up if you go down, and easier to load and transport. For a beginner especially, that lower weight builds confidence faster than a heavy bike would. The suspension setup covers both ends of the bike. The front uses a hydraulic fork system, and the rear runs an independent air spring shock absorber. Together they absorb the kind of continuous bumps and impacts that come with rail off-road terrain. Based on early impressions, riders appreciate how composed the bike feels over rough ground, which matters a lot when you are riding at speed on uneven surfaces. Braking is handled by hydraulic disc brakes, which give you consistent and sensitive stopping power across different conditions, including mud, sand, and wet terrain. Hydraulic systems outperform cable brakes in almost every real-world scenario, and on a bike capable of 37 miles per hour, that stopping reliability is not a small detail. It is a safety-critical component, and Tuttio has done the right thing by using hydraulics here. According to reviews and user discussions, the puncture-resistant tires are a well-appreciated feature. The 14-inch front and 12-inch rear tires are designed to handle a variety of surfaces without giving out on sharp rocks or rough ground. That kind of durability reduces the chance of a flat ruining a ride, which is a genuinely practical advantage for trail use. One of the more unique features here is the DIY customization angle. The smooth aluminum frame surface takes paint well, so riders can repaint and personalize the bike however they want. It is not a performance feature, but for younger riders especially, being able to make the bike their own adds a real element of personal connection to it. One honest trade-off is the range variability. The 35 to 43 mile estimate depends heavily on how you ride. Aggressive throttle use, heavier riders, and steep terrain will push